2026 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat stands not merely as an automobile, but as a thunderous manifesto of unapologetic American muscle. In an era increasingly dominated by electrification, digital minimalism, and aerodynamic conformity, the Hellcat roars with defiance, an internal combustion symphony engineered to intimidate, exhilarate, and utterly overwhelm the senses. At the very heart of this mechanical leviathan lies the supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8, a power plant so ferocious that it redefines the boundaries of street-legal performance. Producing an earth-shattering output that comfortably eclipses the 700 horsepower threshold, the Hellcat does not merely accelerate, it detonates forward. The instant the throttle is engaged, the superchargers whine crescendos into a savage growl, and the rear wheels struggle heroically to translate raw torque into forward motion. 0 to 60 becomes less a statistic and more a visceral event, compressing time and space into a blur of controlled chaos. Visually, the 2026 Hellcat retains the unmistakable silhouette that has cemented its legendary status. The broad shoulders, elongated hood, and menacing stance project dominance even at a standstill. Functional hood scoops and aggressive air intakes are not ornamental. They are essential instruments feeding the insatiable appetite of the supercharged engine. The widened body, muscular fender flares, and imposing wheel setup amplify its road presence, ensuring that subtlety is nowhere in its vocabulary. Step inside, and the cabin presents a fascinating juxtaposition of brute force and contemporary sophistication. The driver-centric cockpit is anchored by performance-oriented seats engineered to restrain occupants during violent acceleration. Premium materials, stitched surfaces, and refined finishes contrast dramatically with the beast lurking under the hood. The infotainment system integrates modern connectivity, offering seamless smartphone integration, high-resolution displays, and performance telemetry that allows drivers to monitor boost pressure, G-forces, lap times, and more. This is a machine that not only performs outrageously, but also quantifies its own ferocity. On the road, the Hellcat's personality is multifaceted. In its more restrained driving modes, it exhibits a surprising degree of civility. The suspension calibration, while firm, absorbs imperfections with commendable composure for a car of such extreme capability. Yet the moment performance settings are unleashed, the vehicle transforms. The adaptive damping stiffens, throttle response sharpens to razor precision, and the exhaust note deepens into an operatic thunder. It becomes a predator, responding instantaneously to the slightest provocation. Handling, though often overshadowed by its headline power figures, is remarkably competent. Advanced suspension geometry, high-performance braking systems, and sophisticated traction management technology collaborate to maintain stability under immense stress. Massive Brembo brakes deliver relentless stopping power, providing confidence even after repeated high-speed decelerations. While its weight is undeniable, the chassis communicates clearly, offering a surprisingly engaging dynamic experience for a machine built around straight-line supremacy. Fuel efficiency, predictably, is not its strongest attribute. The Hellcat consumes fuel with the same enthusiasm with which it consumes asphalt. However, practicality has never been the raison d'etre of this vehicle. It exists to celebrate excess, to glorify combustion, and to preserve a lineage of muscle cars that prioritize emotion over economy. Safety technology in the 2026 iteration has evolved to meet modern expectations. Advanced driver assistance systems, including blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, and collision mitigation features, integrate discreetly into the experience without diluting its raw character. This ensures that despite its old-school spirit, the Hellcat remains relevant within contemporary automotive standards. What ultimately distinguishes the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat is not merely its astronomical horsepower, but its theatricality. Every startup feels ceremonial. Every acceleration feels rebellious. It is a car that demands attention and rewards courage. It is not designed for anonymity. It is engineered for impact, acoustic, visual, and emotional. In a rapidly transforming automotive landscape, the 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat stands as both a monument and a farewell sonnet to an era defined by displacement and supercharged audacity. It is outrageously powerful, unapologetically loud, and magnificently excessive. And for those who believe driving should be an experience that quickens the pulse and ignites the soul, the Hellcat remains one of the most intoxicating machines ever unleashed upon the asphalt. The 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat emerges as an unrelenting titan of combustion, a mechanical colossus forged in the crucible of American muscle heritage and refined through decades of engineering audacity. It is not merely a continuation of a legacy, it is its thunderous crescendo. In a world steadily transitioning towards silent propulsion and algorithmic precision, the Hellcat stands defiantly analog in spirit, yet technologically formidable in execution. Beneath its sculpted hood resides